Hi everybody, I still have my squeaky chair. I hope you're all doing okay. This Wednesday evening, it's hard to believe that another Wednesday has rolled around again, and here we are. Still all in lockdown here in Ireland. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit sick of it. But you know, we have to just get on with it really. A few lovely suggestions in for this week, not inundated, so I'll throw a few of my own ideas in there. Unless you guys want to comment and it happens to be something that I have in my head or in my hands, I'll be very happy to oblige. As usual, the tip jar is up, but this evening is for Msizi Africa. So hi! So if you have been enjoying these little mini concerts, and yet haven't thought about the tip jar, which is quite all right, well, tonight would be a lovely night for you to maybe put a few pennies into the jar for Msizi Africa, a brilliant charity who just do great work for children who are living in Lesotho and the surrounding areas to make sure that they get well fed, and they are responsible for having delivered over 3 million meals to children in that area, so it's a really lovely cause. So the last mini concert each month is for Msizi, and it's hard to believe it, but we're at the end of February, so it's the last gig of the month, and as always it's the Msizi Africa evening. So I'm going to have a look here and see what I have in front of me. I'm going to start with this one, and the requestee will no doubt recognise the tune immediately. It's as usual, it's one I haven't played before, and I think it's a nice uplifting one. It's one I'm sure we will all know. Hi everybody, and sure, we'll have a chat after this. You can tell me how you're all getting on. I don't know if there's any news, excitement or otherwise in your part of the world. I can tell you there's not much going on here, but here is I'm not going to say what it is because we'll all know what it is once we hear it. There you go, a little bit of Penny Lane. That was your suggestion, Michael, and a lovely one it was too. Yeah, not one I had ever considered, and yet perfect, really. A lovely one for the day that's in it. I'm going to keep going here, have a little look at the comments. Hi, Santo. Hope you're doing okay. You're gobsmacked. Why are you gobsmacked, Michael? I think it's a lovely choice. I'm always, I don't know why I'm still always surprised, but I am still always surprised at how well some of these work on the harp, and it makes me wonder why I never thought of playing them myself. But anyway, so that was Penny Lane, a bit of the Beatles to start. There you go, Gillian. Yeah, I'm trying to think I think maybe Fool on the Hill, or what other, I love Blackbird. Yeah, a lot of Beatles. I would have a lot of Beatles favourites. I'd be hard pushed to pick a favourite now. I have to think. I have to say. So I'm gonna keep going. This one again. Okay, so never would have thought I'd be playing this on the harp, but this is Everlong by the Foo Fighters. Of course, a very cool band. I think this is definitely the first Foo Fighters song I've ever attempted on the harp. You guys can tell me if you think it works. And here it is. This is Everlong, and this is for Kieran, who, of course, is in Q1, and Q1 is the studio where we shot a fair few videos back in October of 2020. So a lot of the videos that have been released of various harp covers of different songs were shot in one afternoon. They were all done in one afternoon back in October, and it was great fun. We sort of just raced through a lot of stuff, and it was nice to get out. Let's just put it like that. In between lockdowns, it was nice to get out and have a bit of a play. So this is for Q1, and it's Everlong by Foo Fighters. I'm sort of putting off playing it really because I have no idea how this is going to go. So I'm just going to get started, get cracking, see what happens. that's how that happened. That was Everlong by the Foo Fighters. And that was for Kieran over in Q1. Hiya, Santo, and Michael, and Jar. I'm not sure who else you can see there. I'm sure the comments are scrolling past and I can't see them. Anyway, wherever you are, I hope you're doing okay this Wednesday evening, and I hope you're enjoying these few little bits of harp bittings of something or other. Hi, Olenka. Lovely to see you. So now, I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to play another one for you. This one, actually, you'll be getting a new video soon, and the video we're gonna share with you next was shot very recently. I'm very lucky to live within 5 kilometers of the Octagon, which is in the Glen of the Downs, and it's very beautiful. It's a little bit cold though, and it's a fair bit of a trek up the hill with a harp. But anyway, we went there at the weekend and we shot a little video, and we will be sharing it with you soon. But the song that I played with my very cold blue fingers at the top of the hill is Falling Slowly. And this is a song that has actually come up a number of times this week. And I thought, don't mention the boots. I know my boots got ruined, guys. They got all mucky. Covered in muck they did, and no amount of wiping the muck off. Hiya, Frank. Good to see you. Long time no see, Frank. So yeah, the boots got very mucky, guys. I'm still a little bit sore over it, but sure, look, they'll be fine. They'll dry out and then they'll be fine. I'm gonna play Falling Slowly. Nobody requested this. This is my own choice, and it's your own fault. You're very welcome, Q1. Anytime, any request, Q1, and sure, it'd be rude for me not to do it. So have a think and see what else you might like to hear plucked on a harp. So this is Falling Slowly. This will be shared with you fairly soon. Up the Octagon, which I recommend as a walk if you're down that way. Here we go. I'm going to stop waffling at you and play this. And remember, the tip jar is there. And if you're in the humour and if you'd like to put a few bob in for Msizi Africa this evening, you'd make me very happy if you wanted to do that, if you were enjoying this. Here we go. Here's Falling Slowly. falling slowly there. Hi Laura, thanks a million. And we have Lil. Oh, thanks very much, Lil. Glad you're enjoying it. So now what we do now, let's see how we're doing for time. We've a bit of time left. I was saying that I was going to play a Carolyn tune each week. I don't think I've played this one yet. This came up in last week's Harp O'Clock, which is a concert that I do every Thursday on Zoom, which I'm sure some of you are already aware of because we have Harp O'Clockers in our midst. And this was a request last week. It's Carolyn's Concerto. It's one that harpists often get to play. Composed by Turlough O'Carlin and probably one of his better known tunes. So I'm going to play this for you if it's okay. A Carolyn tune a week, sort of like an apple a day, a Carolyn tune a week. So here we go. Yes, Michael, a very good question. So Carolyn music, Turlough O'Carlin was a very famous Irish harper of his time. So he lived in the 16th and 17th century, and he was often the way it went that if you went blind through smallpox, you might be lucky enough to be handed a harp, and you could earn your keep, you could earn your living as a blind harper. It was one of very few trades or jobs you could have if you were blind at the time. So Turlough O'Carlin was one of several blind harpers at the time, wandering around Ireland, and he was very talented. He wrote, very prolific. He wrote tons and tons of music, lots of pieces, often called planksties, and he would compose these and he would name them after often the aristocracy of the time. And in return for them getting this, this tune, and they'd give him his bed and board and all of that. And so there are lots of planksties, lots of tunes by Carolyn, and they are wonderful. He's sort of like a classical traditional Irish musician. He was very influenced by the composers of his time. The likes of Vivaldi and Corelli, you can hear sometimes influences of theirs in his music. So that one, Carlin's Concerto, I suppose, is particularly leaning towards the more kind of Baroque influence, maybe more so than some of his other tunes. Now, if you like, I could play another very different tune of his. Yeah, I'm sure you do have Carolyn on cassette for sure, Michael, because it would be a very popular choice. And I know that you're a huge supporter and fan of Irish musicians, so I'm sure you have heard Carolyn before. And of course, I've been playing a Carolyn tune each week, so they might be familiar to you, although you might not necessarily have the names on your ear, if that makes sense. So that was Carolyn's Concerto. It's definitely one of his better known tunes, certainly among harpists like myself. Yes, I'm actually another tune of his has popped into my head, but I'm looking at the time, and I'm wondering what should I play ye out to? Oh, thanks, Santo. Glad you enjoyed it. What am I in the mood for? There was another request that has come in for tomorrow. Yes, that's right, Santo. Yeah, he was a blind harper. And there are many festivals in his honour. Yes, we could talk about Carolyn all day, really. I think I'm going to play another Carolyn tune because it won't get out of my head. I've no idea if I played this on another one of these lives, but I'm going to finish up with this. And I'll see you Harpoclockers tomorrow. If you haven't been to Harpoclock and you're curious, you can head over to my website and you can get a ticket. It's tomorrow at 8 o'clock Irish time, so GMT. And it goes on for an hour and a bit, and we have a bit of a laugh, a bit of a chat, and we play some music, and you're very welcome to send in a request when you're buying your ticket. So I'm going to play Eleanor Plunkett. This is another very well-known Carolyn tune, very different to Carolyn's Concerto. Me too, Santo. I love it. If you're talking about Eleanor Plunkett, it really is one of my favourite tunes, and it doesn't matter how many times I play it or forget it or come back around to it. I adore it. I think it's one of those ones. Um, so there you go, guys. That's been our little mini concert. As ever, I hope it finds you all well, wherever you are in the world. To the Msizi Africa supporters who are watching this from Msizi Africa's page, thank you so much for all your support of Lucy and all of her efforts with Msizi Africa. I know I speak for her when I say that it means the world to her, and whether it's a penny or a pound, it's all going to a great cause. And she continues to do everything she can to keep the nutrition, the feeding programs going. And I know this is only a very small gesture on my part, but it's lovely to be doing something small, but sort of in a regular way, to just do anything to raise any small bit of awareness about the work that she's doing, and maybe get a few bob into the tip jar for her tonight. So thanks a million for joining me, and I'll see you next week at 9 o'clock again, back to the usual. Yeah, in the meantime, stay safe and keep the faith, and try not to go mad. And if you're a mammy at home with small children, all I can say is, I see you. It's Avatar. Yeah, I see you. I know. It's tough. It's getting tough. Bye, everybody. Take care. Gonna stop this stream now. Stop this stream.